Hello and welcome to episode 4 of series 4 of Become a Legend story mode. Now before we get back into the action, which begins with what could be a tricky game against Motherwell, although it is at Ibrox, and then we're straight into Manchester City in the Champions League, a game that after losing to Lille probably won't mean a hell of a lot, but if we can get a shock result at the Etihad, then you never know. We could grab that important third place. Before we get into the games, a little quiz for you. I just remembered the other day that Jermain Defoe actually scored 5 goals in one game. Not just in one game, but in one half. And Spurs beat Wigan 9-1, I think it was, back in 2009-ish, 2010 maybe. And my question to you, answers in the comments without Googling it, because that would be pointless. Which 4 other players in the Premier League era have scored 5 goals in one game? Yes, there are 5 players who've scored 5 goals. That's quite a lovely symmetry. And there's no shockers in this. These are 4 born goal scorers, 4 really top Premier League strikers. From some from recent history, some from a little bit longer ago, but you should know them all. And for a bonus point, as I have been doing a bit of research into players that have scored 5 goals, who is the only person to have ever scored 5 goals in one game in a World Cup? So, have you answered? Get it in the comments. First one in there to get it without Googling it, I can't prove that, wins my eternal respect. So before we get into the game, I have just spotted there some rumours going around that Crystal Palace are looking to add goals to their game, which would be a smart move, seeing as they have not had a striker who can consistently put goals away for a long time. And they're thinking, can we attract Jermain Defoe back into the Premier League? It's a tempting one. No solid offer has been made yet by the London side. But a move back to London, I don't know. Our priority at the moment is to win a trophy. We're 3rd in the Scottish Premiership in a season where Celtic look to be faltering. This is surely our best chance. We really cannot leave mid-season here, but it's nice that people are noticing. We would love an England call-up though, if Gaza is watching. Gaza Southgate. Right, I think we can now get into the first game. And we start again. Absolute priority at the moment is to continuing to play well, continuing to score goals, continuing to get high ratings. We need to keep Morelos out of the side. I was talking to people in the Discord chat about this. A little reminder, if you want to talk to me, chat daily. I'm in there. And you can join. It's free. Anyone can join. And you can chat about this series, about the Master League series, about anything you like. And we were discussing in there about manager approval rating, which isn't a thing that you get this year. It used to be you could sort of track your manager approval rating and become a legend, and you could be roughly sure when you got to about 65% that you're a guaranteed starter. I don't think we're that high yet, if that did exist. We're probably still low enough that some bad results could allow Morelos back in, especially as he is a higher rated striker. God, Rangers have got a massive squad, haven't they? That's crazy. Anyway, you need to keep scoring goals, and with Sheji Ojo back in the side, that shouldn't be a problem. He has been a really efficient player to play with, good passer of the ball. Not actually that great a passer of the ball, but he always seems to find us. Has he got... No, he doesn't have any passing traits. Anyway, Murphy back in. Davis is there. We like Davis. Who's this? Aribo in today. 67 rated centre mid. Not that exciting. Taverner as well, that we love. He's a good passer. He's got a great selection of player skills as well. He really is a player that would be a good Master League signing. He's 28 years old, but what a player he is. So quick look at Motherwell. They're all 60 rated. I think I might be mistaking Motherwell before this for a good team, because they are not, and this is one that we should be winning. Let's get into it. So here we are on another beautiful Glasgow afternoon at Ibrox, and today we invite Motherwell, and they are known, their nickname anyway, is the Steelmen, because of their history in the steelworks of their area. But they've also got an unofficial nickname, which is the Dossers, which I absolutely love. That is a great name. And apparently that came about as a reference to steelworkers who used to sleep during the night shift. So, yeah, I mean, sure, you're not going to get much done as a steelworker if you're asleep. I don't know. Hopefully, and look at this link, they're sleeping today and we can smash some goals in. Let's do this. Motherwell bringing it forward here, 10 minutes on the clock, and Grimshaw looks to cut back. Good overlapping run from the right back, but he goes inside to Campbell. Now Turnbull on the turn. Back to Campbell. Rangers defence dropping off here as Polworth picks it up. It's slow, it's patient, but Cole on the turn gets the first shot of the game off. Nothing to worry about. Murphy now, that's better. It's for Ojo. Defoe edge of the box. Good hit, really good hit. That's that relationship. We love playing with Ojo. It's fallen neatly to us here, and another effort is there, and another effort saved. 2 pot shots early on from Jermain, who's in blistering goal-scoring form this season. That was a very good hit. And a poor clearance straight to, can't remember who that is, but Defoe takes a touch. And the shot at a nice height for the keeper. Dorrans out to Taverner. Defoe's there, it's a ball in towards him. Gallagher heads away. Now Dorrans can pick it up. Finds a Rebo. Murphy now. In looking for oh, it doesn't get to Defoe, but it does make it. I think that is a Rebo, the centre midfielder. Pops up with his first goal of the season. It is a Rebo. And we've unpicked him here. And Defoe not really involved there. And pretty poor defending in the end by Motherwell. Rebo with the 1-2, just allowed to waltz through. It's actually a very good ball back into him and a simple finish when we're off the mark here. So half time here at Ibrox, and bar a couple of early chances, not really much for Defoe to do in this half, but luckily we did get the goal through a Rebo 37 minutes in. And other than that, we've been very comfortable. It's the possession that we expect, it's the chances that we expect. Motherwell did have one sniff, but it was just a sniff. And they can't have smelt much because, yeah, we're comfortable. No problems. We do need to score a goal, though, or we are on our way to probably a 5.5 here because we've misplaced some passes. So, yeah, we want to end with a 6 at least. Ideally, we play the rest of the half. We would like to score. Let's go. Ball into Defoe in the box here. Tight angle. Oh, he's got a bit of luck there. Hey, hey, baby. Ooh. Oh, I want to know. Jermain Defoe. 2, 3, 4. That was a very lucky goal. It's got a deflection of number 31 and then it's somehow squirmed its way through the legs of the keeper. We've not deserved that goal at all today. We have had an awful game. Misplacing passes all over the place. Look at that, just shrugs off the defender. Two-handed push. That was probably not going in, was it? Gillespie will be gutted. The keeper, not much he could do there. A cruel deflection, but we get our goal. So there we are, 2-0, very comfortable, and on a scale of 1 to nay bother, I would give that full nay bother. It was nay bother at all. And Jermain Defoe did not deserve a goal, absolutely will not in any way deserve the rating that he's about to get because we were very poor. But look at that, talk about holding them at arm's length. Gerrard's side executing the game plan to perfection, keeping the ball at home against a weaker side, 68% possession. 3 shots on target from that, not the best, but we will take it. And we'll absolutely take that 7 and man of the match performance after a bundled in goal of probably our only third of 3 chances in the game. Let's take a look at some of these stats. 11 passes from 17 made. Not great. We managed 2 shots on target in the end. It doesn't show you how many times we lost the ball, but it was lots. But it doesn't matter. We keep cracking on in the league. It's what we need. Just keep racking up the points. Have Celtic managed to lose again? That's the question. Lovely work, but Celtic do get a win away at Hibernian, and that gives them a little bit of hope. They've lost 3 in the league already. I don't know what the stats were last season, but it's hard to imagine them losing many more than that. And obviously top 6 is where we need to be at this stage, but it's all about racking up the points. Hearts looking good. They are only a point ahead of us, goal difference exactly the same, but we've got a much bigger test now. As Jermain Defoe, 77 rated. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess continuing to score might prevent our abilities going down. Still keeping an eye on that physical contact though. 65 physical contact. It's our lowest ability at the moment. Will that drop? In theory, it should. But in practice, I've never really forensically analysed the decreasing stats of an ageing player, so we don't know. But that's not what we need to worry about now. What we need to worry about is going to the Etihad and playing against a Manchester City side packed full of talent. And going up against John Stones, Emerick Laporte, Cancelo and Mendy. Bloody hell. Although they do have Claudio Bravo in goal. Interesting. And Aguero on the bench. I don't know if any of you have managed to answer the question I set at the beginning, but obviously Sergio Aguero, one of that 5 with 5 goals in the Premier League era. So there's still 3 missing from that if you haven't already got them. And for this Champions League game, well, there's been some changes by Gerrard. We're on an upward arrow. We'd love to get a win. This would be the biggest shock in the group, maybe. Maybe going to the Nou Camp just because it's so far away. But we are starting Flanagan at left back. Ex-Liverpool John Flanagan. I'm sure he was better than 67 rated. That seems harsh. Jack and Davis in the midfield. Still no place for Ryan Kent. We miss him. It's going to be Jay Jones in there today. He's quick. But we are going to have our work cut out. Let's get into it. So here we are at the Etihad. This will be either an absolute slaughter or we might chuck a shock in there. I can't imagine it being a tight 2-1 or something like that. I think we're either going to maybe score early and just scrape a 1-0 win, or we're going to get battered. At this point, it doesn't really matter too much. We can play with a lot of freedom here. I like the red kit as well. That's nice, the away kit. I think it does take a lot of the pressure off playing against a team that you're absolutely 99% of the time going to lose to. You only need to get Defoe a few chances against Bravo and you feel like there's a goal in it for us. Let's do it. Oh, Gundogan's won it back. Oh, forces a save early on. Keep it tight. Cancelo. We've not seen much of him in real life. He's more of a winger than a right back. Probably going to be fine for them today. Gundogan now into De Bruyne with the effort. Not far wide either. We are under some serious pressure here. We have yet to touch the ball. Bernardo Silva into Leroy Sané. It's just quite. It must be painful to watch when you're actually playing against him. You're like, God, he's got it. Oh no, he's got it. Anyway, we give away a foul to Fernandinho. And surely this one too far out, even for Kevin De Bruyne. Belgian puts an interesting slow floated effort in. Bernardo Silva with the effort. Could fall to Sterling. Does fall to Sterling. Is he offside? Is he offside? I think he's offside. He's not offside. Fuck. That was a very interesting free kick there. Bernardo Silva on the turn. That's just unlucky. They've been peppering us since minute 1. And a little bit of fortune there. And they've got their goal only 9 minutes in. I think it might be the massacre option that we're going for. Oh, what a ball out to Bernardo Silva. Unsurprisingly, beautiful touch. Oh, look at this football. Obscene, obscene. Sterling's effort is saved. I mean, we might as well not be here, really. We've got these lovely red shirts on. We might as well just be training dummies wearing red shirts. Defoe lays it off as we make a rare foray into their half. He's surely fouled once there somewhere, surely. Jesus Christ, that might be our first touch in the last 20 minutes. De Bruyne, short corner. Mendy edge of the box now. Into Leroy Sané. He'll cut back inside. They are just having a practice match, aren't they? Leroy Sané. Out to Benjamin Mendy. Ball into the box. Gundogan's header is wide. Oh, Helander. Great challenge. Defoe, that's a good ball now into Jack. We've actually got a chance of building an attack here. That's done very slowly, but Defoe will find Sheiji Ojo. This is as close to their goal as we've been, and that's a good ball into the overlapping Taverna. Oh, Defoe! Wow! I thought we were in a better position body-wise to hit that than we were. If I'd known it was going to have to be an acrobatic effort like that from outside of the box, I would have tried to take a touch. First shot of the game. First touch in their half? Quite possibly. Oh, Leroy Sané, lovely burst of pace into Raheem Sterling. Somehow still got it here. Back to Mendy. Half-time nearly upon us. Can we keep it 1-0? De Bruyne. Oh, good tackle there. And that will be half-time. Well, that has been a lesson in short pass possession football. That's what we're trying to achieve, and that's what we're doing to the pretty shit Scottish clubs in the Scottish Premiership. And then Pep Guardiola said, Stevie, lad, I'll show you how it's actually done. And that has been, it's been difficult for Rangers. Positives, it's only 1-0. So, I mean, we had one chance off target, as you can see, as you saw. But is there a more solitary existence than a lone striker against Manchester City? Jermain Defoe might as well have a little chair in the centre circle. At his age, that would probably be quite nice. Right, who knows? We might get another chance. We might be able to sneak a point here if we can keep it at 1-0. How they haven't scored a second, we'll never know. De Bruyne, short one into Benjamin Mendy. He'll turn here. He's got Fernandinho to look for. Gundogan steps back to take possession. And now they'll look to Chinese water torture us apart. Simple passing. Leroy Sané now. Fernandinho. It's just mesmerising at times. Cancelo, will he put a ball into the box? He will eventually. Sané's there with the header. Great save. Had to be. We were hypnotised there until the ball did eventually come in. Sané's uncontested header well saved. It's another short corner here into Cancelo. Let's take on his man. De Bruyne is still there. Van Doen edge of the box. Lovely hit. Wow, what a goal that is from the German. And there's the second. I think we felt it coming. Let's take a look here. I mean, it was... I mean, rightly so, but the Rangers defenders just looked too scared to even make a challenge, knowing that they'll be beaten with skill or a cutting pass, and then just gave Gundogan too much time on the edge of the box. But there's no doubt about it, that is a great finish. And that, well, I mean, we had no chance, but any chance we did have, absolutely gone. Oh, lovely touch. Oh, I had to do that so much earlier. Where was the ball? Had a real chance there. That's a good pass. Oh, and the shot comes off. It's back in looking for Defoe. Only had put the pass forward. I know we were offside for a moment, but I think we found our way back on. Really unlucky. That's a good ball. Ojo now into Defoe. Oh, lovely touch inside. It's a big chance there, and it's straight at Bravo. I think we had a chance to get that back onto our right foot. We didn't take it. And that will be the last action from Jermain Defoe. It's a shame that on a blue arrow we didn't get more chances. Or was it a green arrow? I don't know. Anyway, Morelos will get 6 minutes here at the Etihad. He can have them, to be honest, because we wanted to get off this pitch. It's been embarrassing. It's been frustrating for Defoe. And pretty much what we expected. Actually, no, we expected an absolute battering. And in that sense, we've sort of done okay. And there we are. Well, yeah, fine. I mean, that sort of makes the Barcelona game look like a really tight matchup that we had a good chance of winning. This one was the dictionary definition of being held at arm's length. Like your older brother would hold you by the forehead and slap you around while you flailed at him, sort of not realising that you could just hit his arm away. Yeah, we were taught a big lesson today by Pep's boys. And it's no less than you'd expect, really. Gundogan's goal. I mean, it could have easily just been 1-0. Could have been a scrappy 1-0. Defoe comes away with a 6. Morelos comes on, only a 5.5 for him. We'll take our own small victory out of this, shall we? But luckily, Lille beaten by Barcelona gives us a little glimmer of hope. If we can beat Lille in our second game, who knows? I mean, our goal differences are both really bad, as you'd expect in a group against City and Barcelona. And unfortunately now our average rating has slipped below 7. That should always be the goal, and we've let it slip there. So back into the Scottish Premiership, and we're up against 10th place Livingston, only 1.5 stars to their name, and then we're up against St Johnstone, who are in 4th. They'd have had a better start to the season at least. Again, Livingston, a team that we should be beating. The contrast in quality is evident. Manchester City, arguably best team in the world, and it really felt like it. So we need to make sure that when we do play against teams like this, that we make ourselves feel like the best team in the world, just to give ourselves a little bit more confidence after a battering. Andy King back in the side today. Ryan Kent's in, that's good, although he's on his opposite wing. John Flanagan starts again. Katic in as well as Goldson. Helander dropped to the bench. I think Helander's probably our best centre-back. Yeah, I think he is. And Defoe on a sideways arrow. Livingston, again, 60s all the way through. A keeper with a face who's 62 rated. I mean, why has he got a face? Anyway, let's go. So Livingston have something in common with Rangers. They actually were liquidated as well. They went tits up financially, which is what liquidation actually means in English. And yeah, they had to make their way back up to the top tier of Scottish football. And they managed it, so did we. So, you know, we know what it's about. There's a grudging respect there, but we are a better side and we do need to make them pay in blood. Let's go. Defoe lays it off. Oh, what a ball that is. That is a beautiful crossfield ball into Murphy. Defoe's there. Good first touch away from his man. Looks to poke it. Oh, the defender does enough, as does the keeper. Almost off the mark there in the 3rd minute. Oh, Pittman does really well. Shrugs off 3 Rangers players. Puts the ball into Menga on the turn here. And we win it. Oh, no. Give away a free kick, which they take quickly. Sibbald now edge of the box. Shot is blocked. Oh, it's another free kick. Come on. That's lazy. And this is a really dangerous position for the home side to potentially give us a bit of a scare. Sibbald using the Ronaldo stance. That spells danger. That spells danger. And the number 10 curls it in beautifully with his left foot. And it's a shock start to this game as we go behind here to the home side. It's just lazy defending. Free kicks given away in dangerous areas. It is a good free kick. But yeah, that shouldn't be happening. Taverner now. Defoe lurking edge of the box. As Taverner looks to put a good ball in. It's a great ball, and the overhead kick is quite far wide by Murphy, but it's a good effort. Oh, Erskine, lovely turn. Finds Sibbald, the goal scorer. Oh, lovely footwork from him as well. Back into the overlapping Erskine. Well, he put a ball into the box, cuts back inside of Taverner with ease. Still Erskine here, showing great footwork. Crawford edge of the box. Out to Savan. Will they ever put a ball into the box? Or are they just going to toy with us? Manchester City style. Back to Crawford again. Ah, this is just painful now. Sibbald, lovely turn into Menga. Finally we get, oh, not another free kick. Oh, God. And it's Sibbald again. Will he be the one to take it into the same spot? He will, but it's into the wall this time. And we can clear. Nope, we can't clear. How is that a free kick as well? Bloody hell. We are looking poor today. And it's Sibbald again with his third attempt. Another free kick. This time floated in towards Menga. Able to take it down. Now Bartley. Oh, they're just having a lovely time. That's a good ball. It's cut out though, luckily. It's yet another free kick here to end the half. It's going to be Lithgow this time. It's a floater ball in, looking for the big lad Menga. That's not convincing goalkeeping. And that is not a convincing half from Rangers. The scars from the Manchester City game still open. Those are unhealed wounds. And Livingston just were able to trigger us by keeping the ball. we look shell-shocked. There was certainly some PTSD from that last game. And we've yet to have a shot on target. This is very, very poor. Defoe's had to come out wide here to get the ball. It's a very smart pass though. Oh, Sarkic is just there. Really good ball. Ball over the top. That's a very good pass. Great take. Good hit. Oh, much better. And Murphy with our first chance of the half. Good ball there. Oh, Defoe, scythe down there. That's a yellow card offence. But stopped us. It was a clever foul. That is a professional foul if ever I've seen it. Real chance for an attack there. That could be Defoe's last touch of the game. Yep, that's us off. Bollocks. No chances. And the few half chances not taken. And now a good 15 minutes for Morelos to prove himself. I mean, we sort of need him to. We do want to win this game more than we want Morelos not to score. It doesn't look like either of those things are going to happen at the moment. Pish, utter pish. Oh, unbelievably poor. Really, really gutted by that performance. Steven Gerrard will be fuming. Fuming after recent performances. We controlled possession. Didn't create anything. One shot on target. Defoe with a 5.5. Morelos with a 5.5. We're slipping here. And that was not a Steven Gerrard pun, but we are slipping. We're taking our foot off the gas. And Celtic are not. It's 2 wins in 2 for them. And we are without a win in our last 2 games. As Celtic now, only 3 points behind us. They're going to be there or thereabouts, aren't they? We needed to get the dominance ahead of them. We needed to keep the wins going. St Johnstone still looking good. They've only lost once this season. We've now lost twice. And they were not teams we should be losing against. We're down to 6.8. Stop it. Stop. Right, let's finish strongly now against St Johnstone at Ibrox. Nothing less than a win will do against the top of the table side. They've had a great start to the season. I'll be very interested to see what their team looks like. Yeah, a whole load of 60s, as we've come to expect. They've got a man with a face up front with a lovely ponytail. Oh, and we're on the bench. Didn't even notice that. Oh, we've been dropped for the first time. There it is. That's what happens. You've got to keep the good performances coming. We were always destined to be on the bench, really, but this is our first proper benched game. Steven Gerrard's just had enough. Defoe not contributing on a poor hour today. You can't deny that it's probably the right choice, as painful as it is. I mean, ultimately, it was always going to be difficult for us to maintain the goal-scoring form that we showed at the beginning of the season. And Steven Gerrard has proved, as we expected, that we really do need to keep scoring if we want to stay in this starting 11. So Morelos starts today. Can he impress? And if we get a chance off the bench, can we impress? I mean, this is realistic. This is what we expected to happen earlier on. We got a really nice run in the team. But then, yeah, we took our foot off the gas, as did Rangers as a team, and we've paid for it. Right, we'll join the action if anything happens. So half an hour gone in this one, and nothing to report other than a shot which was just palmed wide and a corner there. from which nothing comes, but we will keep possession with Scott Arfield. Taverner now. Aribo, good strength. Murphy, but we go back. Barisic, great overlapping run in towards Morelos. Well, no, it's good. It's fine. Yes, great. The Buffalo gets his goal today. A little sped up celebration. Looks a bit odd. Yeah, we're really pleased for you there. Alfredo, is it his name? I think it, is it? I don't know. Morelos. It's a good header. Rose tall. Gets us off the mark here at Ibrox. Yeah, I guess we are. Really pleased for you, mate. Yep, Strikers Union and all that. Christ. Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, oh, yes. Sorry. Oh, yes. So, that's doubly bad for us and doubly good for Rangers as a whole. We will likely only maybe get at the most 5 minutes at the end of the game now. Morelos fortunate to profit from some poor defending from the league leaders, and that is a very, very good finish from a man who's been watching on this season from the bench, and for a striker of his quality and his demeanour, that can't have been easy. He's been given a chance by Gerrard today in an important game against a high-performing side, and yeah, he's looked really fucking good, hasn't he? Shit. So, a first half brace for Big Alf, and it's not ideal. It's not ideal. We do need a win. We need to get back in the winning ways. But Gerrard unlikely to get even a sniff off the bench today. Oh, have we messed it up? Are we ever going to be able to get our way off the bench now? He's just a very good goal scorer in a not very good league. He's a better goal scorer than Jermain Defoe as far as stats go. But we were playing beyond our stats for the first few games, but the drop-off has given him a chance and he's right back in there. Oh dear. So, a quick 15 minutes left here for Defoe to come on and hopefully do something. I think we're on with Morelos. Yeah, we're playing in central midfield. Interesting decision there, Stevie G. That's going to work well. Still 62 rated. What the fucking hell is he doing there? Fine. Jermain Defoe, midfield general. Makes a lot of sense. Ball inside to Defoe. Hits it. Making the runs from deep now. And that wasn't a bad effort. It's high into the sky there. Fell well. Into Defoe. Touch out of the feet. Keeper thought that was going in. Defoe now. Ball into Morelos. On the turn, looks inside for Jermain Defoe. Absolutely slammed there by the St Johnstone defender. And that game has gone all sorts of badly for Jermain Defoe, but we do at least get a win against the top of the table sides. We can't be too upset. Luckily, Morelos played the full 90, so hopefully he's too tired. But bringing us on as a central midfielder, Steven Gerrard, is an insult to a goal scorer like Jermain Defoe. And on for a 5.5, unsurprisingly as well. That is annoying. But at least we win. Celtic win again. They're starting to rack up the wins now. We're now only a point again behind first place Hearts. Celtic up into 6th. That's where they need to be at the very least. And they're only 3 points behind us as well. So, yeah, it's getting close. We're down to 6.7. We are dropping like a stone over average rating. No. So only 3 days later, national team squad announcement. Seems unlikely. And tough break. We were hopeful of being selected. We probably were at the beginning of the season, but not on this form. Let's see if we start the next game. I think it's going to be down maybe to fatigue and form now, potentially between Morelos. Could still be chances for us. I don't think it's going to be as cut and dry as we're just out of the side. And we do start. Interesting. We start today at centre forward. That's a plus. Let's just take a look at the sides. Is it a form thing? No, not really. Cool. Okay, we're back in. Definitely need to score in the next episode. No doubt about that. Bit of a blip for Jermain Defoe. That's going to happen at his age. He's not going to have the consistency he had as a young man. He's maybe not got the legs. Obviously, fatigue's going to be an issue, and it seems to be. But we know he's got goals in him. We know if we get the chances in this next game, then we can make another case to Steven Gerrard that we should be the starting striker. Right, see you in a bit.